What do you call a person who makes YouTube videos about Riichi Mahjong, a content creator? Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. I'm your host, Yusong. I mean, I'm not a host. I'm just like the guy for this channel. I'm your guy, the one person, Yusong. Look, 2K subs. Is that gonna change things? Is that gonna change how we do things on this channel? I'm gonna nosedive right into what's up, Mahjong Nation? Shoutouts to all my bongers and jongers out there. Big ups if you smash that. No, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. Why? Because it's classy. Because we got taste here. We're making jokes about the zeitgeist. We're trying to become the George Carlin of Riichi Mahjong YouTube commentary. It's a contested role. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. As you can probably tell, I'm very tired, okay? I am extremely tired. I've had a whirlwind weekend of several chores. This was like my one weekend where I hung out with friends IRL. I'm an introvert and I'm lonely. I don't do well. I don't keep in touch with a lot of people very successfully. So it's like the one weekend I also hang out with people, and then there's like chores and stuff. You're not here for that. The point is, this video is coming out on Monday morning. It is Sunday night, okay? I am tired. I'm drinking my hemp CBD beverage, or if you're my parents that are watching, it's orange juice. I'm drinking orange juice and I'm ready to play. So, I mean, I'll also say this as a little bit of a disclaimer. Your safety is not guaranteed this video, okay? I know it wasn't safe last video, but especially not this video. I might do some bonker stuff. I might go for 7 pairs with a starting hand that has no pairs. You know what I mean? I might try to, 3 out of 13 orphans, time to go in. And that's not necessarily what you want to hear from someone. I know that, okay? That's like if your pilot came on the little radio and was like, psh, hello folks, hope you're enjoying your flight. United Airlines 127 to Philadelphia. Just wanted to let you know, figured I'd try some tricks in the air today. Figured I'd try to do some loop-de-loops. You'd be like, no, I'm on a business trip. Please do not do that. You're broadening your horizons. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I'm just trying to get to my place so I could have mediocre business lunches with people that I don't care about. Anyway, how was my weekend? I mean, it was busy, but I also got to appear on HC Justin's stream, a friend and a colleague. I don't know if he would consider us friends, but I would say at least a colleague, and also, like, I think he would consider us friends. Justin is incredibly kind, and I got to play with some other big streamers that I got to zhong it up with the best of them. We're talking HC Justin. We're talking Dumb Dog, aka Apollo. We're talking Chibli. We're talking TNMB. We're talking aka Chris P. And it was fun, but they were playing Mahjong for fun, and I didn't want to necessarily come in with my, you know, the energy that I sometimes come in with, which is aggressive. I'll give you that much. What do we do here? I feel like I'm supposed to, this might not be the right move, because they could, but if they had a 2-2-3, there's no way they would ever break it up in this configuration. Okay, so I think what we're doing here is we're hoping to draw into a 5 of circles, and I promise you this was our game plan. I just didn't have enough time to tell you, and I'm not just joking, okay? I'm not doing that playground thing of where, like, someone says to you, hey, did you hear about this? And you're like, yeah. Well, my friend used to do this to me, and it made me so annoyed. So I'd go up to my friend. People who watch my stream will know what I'm talking about. I would go up to David, okay? My longtime childhood friend David on Long Island, being like, hey, David, I heard about this new thing. Did you know that centipedes have 100 legs? And he'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, oh, where did you hear that from? And he'd be like, you, just now. And I'm like, that doesn't count, David. I meant, and I didn't specify in the question, but it was implied, you MFer. I meant, have you heard about this prior to me telling you right now? David and I don't talk anymore. No, it's not because I would love it if it was because of that. It's not because of that, okay? We just grew apart. Your childhood friends, your friends because your family's friends. Anyway, we're trying to win this one. We're waiting on a 5 of circles to come home from the war. Don't really know if someone else will deal into us because it's like a risky situation with a crosslord and having called Riichi. That's okay. If we need to fold, we can also still fold with the Dora tile. Like if we draw something too dangerous, but we're lucky that the 8 of characters was just revealed to be safe. Oops. Folks, this is your pilot speaking. You just got owned. You just got absolutely shreked. Welcome to United Flight 11600 to the Shadow Realm. Non-stop service. Guess what? No Wi-Fi. We just ran out. I'm really tired. But it was fun. Oh yeah. This is what I was saying with like the other streamers. They were playing Mahjong for fun. And they don't play like ranked Mahjong, okay? I'm the only one sweating it up in the Jade Room. They're all like, you know, not new to Mahjong, but not familiar with all the Yaku just like off the top of the dome piece. Uh-oh. Right Lord going for an early con. You know I don't like that, right? Unless their hand is like ready or in Tenpai or really, really close. I don't like this move because now if someone calls Riichi, you're gonna be in like a world of hurt and there's no one to blame but yourself. So anyway, we were playing for fun, which meant that you don't go for normal hands because I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't think anyone. I mean, I would have just freaking ran the table. I'm not trying to flex, okay? And no, I would not have won every hand. And also, yes, they are all good at video games. Holy moly, they were in Tenpai. That is bonkers. That is just ridiculous. Oh my. It's a farm to table Mangan with 4 Han. Again, that's not guaranteed. You need enough mini points to do that. And a con certainly gets you a lot of mini points. So I was just trying to do the thing where I would only let myself win if I had a Mangan hand or above. I had a nice double Riichi in there, which felt really, really good. Double Riichi. That felt really nice. Not to say myself, but to have the player that I was playing as say it. You know what I mean? The true gamer way. But it was a nice exercise because I know I've seen pros do this on their own streams or YouTube videos where they just do the exercise where they play with 3 AIs that just draw, discard, and you just try to build hands that are guaranteed Mangans, and it stretches like or it flexes a different muscle. Because, you know, right now we're just trying to baby hand everyone else, so not baby hand, but just like path of least resistance to a decent hand. But when you're in South 4 and your back's against the wall and there's 8 seconds left in overtime and she's on your mind, then you gotta bust that out. You know what I mean? That's the moment where you're like, oh, I guess I should have practiced making Mangans because I just got dealt a hand of like all simples and I don't know what to do. So you start reaching for Sanshoku, you start reaching for all this stuff. This is an okay situation. What are we hoping to see? We're hoping to see another 8 of bamboo. Okay, the 8 of bamboo dream might be dead. What do we do here? I am pretty sure we have to keep this red 5. I don't know if this is correct, but like, what's our pair gonna be? Don't tell me I have to tear this away for a pair. I think I'd be comfortable like throwing away this. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I mean, this just became an amazing hand. We just got to see it through to the finish line. You know what I mean? We got to land this plane inside of a river. That's not what happened, okay? They didn't land it inside of a river. They landed it on a river. But anyway, we just gotta get to the end zone. A rare football reference on a Riichi Mahjong channel. You never know. I could pivot to football. I know all the rules, which again might surprise you, but I genuinely know all the rules to American. I was gonna say flag football, but if I was a ref at the Super Bowl, I'd figure it out. Would I make all the necessary calls? No, of course not. Oh, they could still run me off of this, I guess, but they can't have a pair weight at least, and there's some 7s and some 8s visible. I think this is our safest option, right? Okay, Right Lord calls the Riichi. It doesn't really matter. And you know what? We're happy to see this because they're sucking away points from second place, so this is nice. I swear this game is about Mahjong, by the way. I swear this game is about Mahjong. They hit the Orador for a farm to table Mangan. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. What else did I do this weekend? Oh, dude. Thank you for asking, because I almost forgot to tell you this. I balled out at Costco. And by balled out, I mean, I bought a lot of things that my significant other and I needed, and then I looked at the total and I went, that's... I thought that was the whole gimmick of your store, is that by buying things wholesale in large quantities, we'd save a lot of money. Well, guess what? Could have fooled me. Anyway, the point is, I have now a family-sized bag of dried mangoes in the fridge. I'm living it up, okay? I'm literally like a king. Yusong, why did you get a bag of dried mangoes, and furthermore, why are you keeping them in the fridge? That's like pretty sus. Hey, I don't go to where you live and judge how you store your things. And secondly, if you leave dried mangoes out on the counter, they get sticky. The pieces stick to one another in an uncomfortable way. It creates like this odd texture. I want my mangoes dried mangoes a little bit crisper. I want it to feel a little bit fresher, and you achieve that by what? Say it all together now. Putting it in the fridge. So that's why I do what I do. What is this hand? Is this hand ever gonna be something? I mean, like, yeah, but it's also like really bad. Oh, friends. I think we throw this away because it's not like we want to keep just a random 4/6. We're scared of this person's hand, right? They have a green dragon and a 1/2/3. The worst case scenario for this hand could be a half outside hand, but it doesn't seem like it with the amount of terminals and tiles close to terminals that they've discarded, right? 7, 8, 9s, 1/2/3s. Still possible. Ooh, pure straight. Oh no. Okay, but maybe if all the stars are aligned, they would have maybe shimmied their way down to a half flush in the character suit. We don't know. All right. A crosslord has tile flow, and now every time I bring up tile flow, people are inundating me in the comments with, "Yusong, do you really believe in tile flow?" I thought you were a person of science. I thought you didn't believe in tile flow because it's a statistical fallacy. I don't believe in tile flow. I just think it's really funny to mention tile flow. It doesn't exist. It's the hot hand fallacy. It's not real. It's like frickin' I'm trying not to like ruin anyone's childhood. You know, it's not real. Democracy. No, that's way too hard. That's no. Democracy also ostensibly is real. Like, it's definable and legally in the law. You know what I was thinking about though? And this has to do with nothing, so I hope you'll forgive the tangent. There's no way we're just using this as, like, we're not using this one, right? We can throw the one. We're all in agreement here. We can throw the one. Okay, good. I just wanted to check before I did it. I'm gonna do it now before it gets me into trouble. I recently went to a sandwich chain this past weekend for the first time. It's called Ike's Love and Sandwiches, and you know I'm giggling. You know I'm giggling because of a name like Ike's Love. I'm like, tee hee 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 hee. What is that, you know? Hopefully there's nothing bad in this sandwich. Because, look, I hate to be a stickler. Love kinda not regulated by the FDA, okay? Love, you could get away with doing a lot of things in the name of love. And guess what? Not all of them hold up in a court of law. So I need to know that this sandwich is safe. I need to know that all the ingredients are like regular ingredients. Oh, hey, I love crystals. I like the energy that crystals give me. Therefore, I put them in my sandwiches because I love them. Yeah, I don't want that. I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more specific with the type of love you're including with my bread and meats. Okay, what do I do here? I mean, this is the kiss of death. What do we do? Pray? Yeah, we pray because this comes from a 5/6 a lot of the time. But there's 2 5s on the table. But that could mean they could have the red 5. But it's like, what else do we have that's safe? The Dora? Don't make me laugh. You're gonna make me yuck it up. It passed. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. And by that I mean, this is one of those rare situations where I think we can actually push and it's okay. All right, that tile we can get away with, okay? Scot-free, clean conscience. Anyway, oh dude, look, I didn't mention this and that was a pretty risky discard with the Dora being what it is. 2K subs. That's amazing. Thank you so much for all your support. I'm not gonna harp on this too long because it's very like, you know, tooting your own horn. But I was in bed. I turned over. I said to your mom, I said, that's kind of amazing, right? Like, think of how many people. Think of how many people that is. That's like 1 million people. That's not 1 million people. And we deal into Right Lord's giant hand. Could we have folded with anything else? I'm gonna be honest with you. I Okay, this definitely hurts. At least it's not a dealer Mongon, but I still don't know if there was anything. Oh, we could have dealt the 2. We definitely could have dealt the 2. Sorry, I was tooting my own horn. Folks, this is your captain speaking. I was too prideful. I mean, that would be kind of like an amazing thing to hear over the intercom. That would certainly, like, I don't really listen to any of the announcements, okay? I've been on planes before. I know what to do if there's an emergency. Panic and listen to the loudest person. That's not true, but it's just a funny joke. However, if a pilot came on the intercom and was like, Psh, good evening, everyone. I just wanted to say, Sandra, I'm sorry. I'd be like, what? You have my attention. What is this backstory you have with Sandra? Please elaborate. And I don't care if afterwards they're like, that was just a misdirect. Please try to locate the closest exit. Keep in mind that the nearest exit could be behind you. I'd be like, you know what? You got me. And it was more tasteful than one of those like, oh, we turned this, our safety announcement, into a fun little song. I don't respect that at all. I think people who make song parodies are weak. I'm just kidding. I literally just made a song parody about Riichi Mahjong called Con Yourself, based off of Eminem's Lose Yourself. If you want to check it out, it's in the, or it's on my channel, okay? I think it's my most viewed video. Besides my Riichi Mahjong tutorial. And again, I have you to thank. Thank you for all the kind words and support. You know, I appreciated all the comments. You might think, oh, Yusong, did you not like it when people said unironically so good? Were you deep down, were you thinking like, yeah, MFer, what part of this was ironic? It came from the heart. No, I was like, no, it's a rap about Riichi Mahjong, and I was trying to be funny. But I was also trying to like be hard, and no, not like that. I meant in the rap way, okay? So I need to tell you this as well. Ooh. No, this is close to the door, and we want to be able to accept the door, which I just realized was the 4 of circles. So I said this on stream while I was playing Nancy Drew, but in case you weren't there, I recorded the song, my song parody, with my significant other here. I was like, hey, can you be here? Can you be my, I know it's a huge favor to ask of you, but can you be here to be my music producer? Because, oh, do I do this? We're waiting on the Dora? What are we so scared to discard? I mean, Left Lord has a scary hand, but they're not in 10 pot yet, right? They could be in Domitent for a monster flush in the circle suit. We're not really that sure. So let's see what happens. Besides, we could always draw the Dora. And you know what? I'm feeling lucky. Don't clip that. Turn the video off right now. Don't. I was even about to make a joke like, hey, like a person that doesn't know how to use Google, I'm feeling lucky. Or that's not even relevant anymore. Google doesn't even have that feature. Okay, that really hurt. Turn the video off. You thought I was joking? I'm not joking. You gotta turn the video off right now. I wanna open up my hand for that. Don't get me wrong. I wanna open up my hand and go for some kind of Zuzzy flush. I think a 7 of bamboo, I would feel definitely more comfortable opening my hand for. I hate that, but it gave me 2 Dora? Okay. Now we play this hand normally? Oh, maybe it's too late to play it normally. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what to do here. And keeping the 8 is not bad. Oh, this 1-3 is literally useless. The 1-3 is literally useless. Now, everyone's a shaker and a mover. All right. All right. You want to dance? Let's dance. Ah! No. I don't like this. But anyway, she was here. And I didn't realize this, but guess what? It's really vulnerable. I don't think we do this. Look, we're pretty desperate. Don't get me wrong. I've been on Tinder before, okay? I know what desperation feels like. We're not that desperate. I don't want to open my hand yet. I don't want to open my hand yet. They don't know I have a half flush. A guy sitting in the corner of a party. So it's really vulnerable to rap with someone in the other room, right? That's just like a scary thing in and of itself. What got me way in my head was like, you know, not the first take's not gonna be good, probably, unless you're really lucky. So I was like, oh no, that's not it. God, Yusong, get it together. And like all this kind of stuff, right? She's listening to me say all this. We gotta be careful. They have like an easy full flush as well. Oh God. And now that the red dragon, I don't know if it can ever leave our hand. I don't know if we can push this hand, which I know is very funny considering everything that we've done so far. What? Someone's thinking about that 5 of bamboo? Is this just all simples, or are you like going ham? I mean, that tile wasn't that safe either. If I'm folding right now, then I should have, I guess, cast a Suji tile to that 5. Oh, friends, I don't like this, but so 7 means that they're not on a 5-6, and this means that they can't be on a 2-3. So the 4 is safe there. Anyway, so I would have her listen to it after I recorded a take and be like, hey, am I legible? Can you understand the words that I'm saying here? And she'd be like, yeah, I can understand the words that you're saying. I'd be like, yes, okay, next verse. But as I was getting really insecure, she was having to be so supportive. And it's so funny because in the context of a rap song, I was like, does this sound okay? And she's like, yeah, it sounds okay. And I'm like, does this sound like a cool rap song? And she's like, yeah, it sounds like a cool rap song. And I feel like, and I sound hard, like I sound like a hard rapper. And she'd be like, yeah, you sound like a hard rapper. It's just the award for most supportive significant other goes to my significant other. Your significant other can definitely have a turn, but you gotta understand the weekend that the week that I just went through, okay? I gotta serve this award up first. I'm sorry. My hands are tied. Anyway, what are we doing here? So where's the 1 of circles? We're in a pretty bad spot, but honestly, we're still okay. We can catch up to 3rd, we can catch up to 2nd. 1st is also possible, but it's just not likely. There was that one hand, right, that we called Riichi with. It was a closed Riichi on the Dora, a little blood on the dance floor. That probably wasn't great. Maybe we could have waited with that, but dude, I have a feeling that if I analyze that situation in the context of a Dana Chiba like tutorial, or like in the context of Dana Chiba's Riichi book 1, he'd be like, slam the Riichi button. Let me know in the comments. And this is not an unsolicited backseating situation. This is a very solicited backseat. Let me know what you would have done there. It's a risky Riichi way, but the reason that Riichi way is so good is because, I mean, you can draw the Dora and just not have to discard it. You know what I mean? You're feeling so good if you just draw the Dora. Forehead. What are we hoping to see here? We're hoping to see a 4 of bamboo, and we can call Riichi on a 3-sided weight. I was really hoping it would come there, like I'd manifested it. What were we saying? I mean, we're not doing terribly. Left Lord is going for the world's most obvious flush, in which case our bamboo tiles are a little bit risky to throw, but I think it's okay. How scared am I? They had to sift through a river of garbage. I think we're okay for the time being. What else could we draw? We could also draw a 6 or a 7 of bamboo. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. That is bad because now I'm starting to be scared of what Left Lord is cooking up. A lot of 7s gone, a lot of 4s gone. We don't really like to see that. A lot of 7s in the bamboo suit dripping down the drain. I think we throw this 6 here because they're not going for circles. I mean, they could be going for circles, and it still leaves open this 3-sided weight that we could do. I don't know. It's a very scary situation. This is a flush. They've got their hand open. And Right Lord also just started opening up their hand. Okay. Okay. Very spooky. Wow. So they haven't discarded a single circle tile. Let's try saying that 5 times fast. They're not going for character tiles. They're not going for character tiles. Right Lord could be. I think we rolled the dice. It's not close to the door or anything. It's in a different suit entirely. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Almost all the 4s were gone, and Left Lord was in Tenpai. This, oh my god, I was about to I was about to Alexa play you know, something that might have triggered an actual Alexa at home. I thought that was all honors and terminals. That would have scared the jeepers out of me. That was very, very scary. Friends, we have to play this normally. Folks, this is your pilot speaking. I regret to you that we have to fly this plane so normally. I will not be doing any loop-de-loops in the air. I will not be serving you hot beverages that should be cold and cold beverages that should be hot. Oh, I'm so sorry. You wanted a gazpacho? Here's a warm gazpacho. Ooh, get Shrek, idiot. You know, I'm not gonna be able to do that. We have to play this hand normally. We don't have enough bamboo tiles to go for the half flushes. Is a more succinct way of putting it. We have 1 door. It's the 6 of bamboo. This 1-2 shape is the weakest shape we have in our hand, but Maybe we can use the 2s as our pair if we draw like a 5 or something. I don't know. There's a lot of possibility here, but we'd love to see a 3 of bamboo. 2 tiles away from Tenpai here, and I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to get rid of this 2 followed by this 1. Yeah, definitely so. So what are we hoping to see? All right. If you'll just hold my hand and manifest with me for a second, and I know that sounds like romantically intimate, but I promise you, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, is what I'm trying to say. I have to fold here. I know that we're in 4th place, but it's not like we still have time to get back into this game. I can't in good conscience push here with this type of hand. It's just not worth it. It's absolutely just not worth it. Maybe we can get into Tenpai for 7 pairs or something, kind of zuzzy. This 4 should be fine. This 1 should be fine because of Suji reasons. Yeah, I don't think we push in this situation. I mean, it's a little bit rough, right? Call me a dog, the way that this is rough. Because they are in 3rd and I am in 4th. Yeah, okay. That didn't feel good. I swear this game is about Mahjong, by the way. Okay, this is getting very, very difficult. This is getting very, very difficult. I guess I shouldn't have called that Riichi. The bad thing about calling the Riichi that I did... Dude, I know this might be a little bonkers, a little sicko mode. I want to keep the East Wind just for 1 round. Because we don't lose that much by keeping it in our hand for 1 round. You know what I mean? There's still a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this hand goes in, dude. Okay, so we just need to pawn either a 2 or a 6, and we are already in Tenpai. Evangelion 1.7.3. You are in Tenpai. That's amazing. It is for the door indicator, which is bad because there's 1 less lonely girl in this wall. You know what I mean? They throw the door. What is going on here? Would I con here for the 5 of circles? I don't know. I honestly don't know. If we get onto a double-sided weight, I would probably call call me a German philosopher the way I'd call an Immanuel Kant. But right now, I'm not sure. It's a closed weight, and it's not that good. But we are in last, and it's a good way to rocket ship up back to 1st. We're taking this sumo. Prevalent wind, red 5, Dora. As the dealer, this is what? Like 5,800? It's 40 fu, so it's 7,800. Okay, you know what? And I'm not even sure my 30 fu estimate was correct, but we definitely needed that. We are back in it. Folks, this is your pilot speaking. Sandra and I have worked it out. It was a miscommunication. I was too scared to communicate how I was feeling. She was making assumptions based on the things that she knew. And we just weren't communicating. So sit back, enjoy your gazpacho. Welcome to United. Do you think I'm clinically bonkers? You know what I mean? Do you think I need to talk to a psychiatrist just about the things that I say out loud in my Riichi Mahjong videos? Nah, dude, I'm pogging up, okay? No. Oh, I'm so sorry. You think it's weird that I clap my hands together like a cute little a crab and try to summon Sebastian the crab, even though I'm an adult? Well, that's on you. That's really small of you. Oh, you're going around yucking other people's yums. How fulfilling how fulfilling is that? Not very, I'm assuming. This hand is struggling, but it would feel a lot better with 1 copy of the Dora, the 2 of circles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yuck, I guess so. I mean, this could be a 4, 5, 6 and a 1, 1, 3 and a woof woof here and a woof woof there. It's not terrible. The 6 is feeling a little bit redundant, but I honestly think keeping the 1, 1, 3 shape is not a terrible idea. Hey, just between you and I, you think this 5 of characters is good enough to win with? Or you think we should throw it out of our hand immediately? I honestly think, like, keeping it for 1 round is probably not going to matter. But if you play over 1,000 games, like thousands and thousands of games, it's eventually going to matter. At least it's inside Suji for Right Lord. They don't need character tiles. They need a lot of bamboo tiles, it seems. The Crosslord's starting to discard some good tiles with that 7, although not amazing. We have not drawn a single good tile in a very long time. Okay, it's getting late into the game. Do you know where your tiles are? A lot of Emmanuel cons this game. Con into Riichi. Okay, definitely respectable, but let me say this. I hate it because I am the dealer. And if they sumo a ginormous hand, we are gonna have to pay, and I don't say this lightly, and forgive the language, okay? If you have any children nearby, you might want to cover their ears. We're gonna have to pay out the wazoo. We're gonna have to pay out the wazoo if they win with this hand. I'm sorry, but just sometimes, like, you know, sometimes it calls for it, okay? Sometimes the president should shed a tear. If it's an emotional situation. Yeah, I'm just gonna fall with the 5 of bamboo. Why do anything risky? So I know that the 9 of circles is Suji Gaming. You know what? The 9 of circles is extremely safe. You're gonna show that the 1 of circles is safe? Oh, we could 1, 2, 3, 4. We could fight to stay in Tenpai. I don't think it's worth it here. I honestly don't think it's worth it here. We're far away from Tenpai, and we only have, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 more discards at best, I think, to try to cobble together a winning hand. I don't think so. Okay, that we would have maybe had it, but we still have to navigate through a series of unfortunate discards to get there. Call me Lemony Snicket. Dude, the Lemony Snicket to hipster pipeline, am I right? Just one's in the chat if you understand. And by that I mean, please leave a comment if you understand what I'm talking about. Like, I remember when I was a kid and someone did a book report on Lemony Snicket, who wrote, it's a pen name for an author who wrote the YA series, A Series of Unfortunate Events. Oh, I'm so sorry. You were out having premarital. I was too busy reading YA books that changed my life. Wow. I mean, that's good news for us. First place is just going to run away with it, or all simples away with it. That's fine. It's easier for us to slurp up second. So this classmate did a presentation on A Series of Unfortunate Events, and she was like, you know, this book does not have a happy ending. And I, as a 4th grader, lost my effing mind because I was like, based, so based and Lemony Snicket pilled, which I didn't have the vocabulary for at the time. I was just like, wow, that's so cool. I didn't know that. Not to sound like a dweeb, but I didn't know books could do that. So I fell in love with that series. But now it's like, now I've made that into too much of my personality. And if you've ever stopped by the stream, you know what I'm talking about, okay? If 5 people recommend that I play a game on Steam, instead of being like, oh yeah, I'll check it out, I'm like, nah, can't be good. Too many people have recommended it. What is that? What is that? Why can't I just, like, be trusting and happy and enjoy what other people enjoy? Oh, too many people have heard of it? Must be secretly funded by the military-industrial complex. Like, what? Don't we have a little bit more room for joy in our lives? By the way, 1 tile away from the world's most gorgeous Tenpai. Please, 1 time for the 1 time. I need a 4 of bamboo. Okay, I mean, that's fine. It's a huge hand? Oh, I mean, this is just ridiculous, right? It's the fastest and most powerful half flush I've ever seen. It's not a dealer manga, and that's terrible news. We are still in last place. Well, here we are. Here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces. Can't deny it. Can't pretend. That's Avril Lavigne, right? Don't tell me that's Kelly Clarkson again. What do we do with this hand? We got some white dragons. She has some white dragons, so I call her white dragons. We have some white dragons here. How do we make use of the Dora? A single tile wait at the end? Certainly not, right? Masaka, it can't be. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I think we throw the 6 and we keep the 9. Very funny. You rarely see that, but this is one of those situations where I think it's right to do so. I think it's right to do so. And I know we have a nice elongated shape here, but I think like it's not like other elongated weights, right? I'm not like the other elongated weights, because even if we drew a 5, we'd still only have a 2-sided weight instead of a 3-sided weight. This is okay. We can get a red 5 in the circle suit, and then we can be in Tenpai for... Yeah, that doesn't get us into Tenpai. Oh, it's not the red 5, but we are in Tenpai for a 7. It's Red Dragon Dora. Is this enough? Maybe I shouldn't have opened up my hand. Like, I don't know if this is enough, but it's still anyone's game right now. And this is maybe where my mangan making skills need to come into fruition. So we can also, like, if we sumo any hand here, this is fine because no one is going to be above 30,000 points. And then we move on to the Forbidden West round, where if you die in the West round, you die in real life. This is one of the worst starting hands I've ever seen in my entire life. It just got way better, but still. Like, the 1-4 shape is so bad, and we have 2 of them. That's really, really bad. It's improved wildly if we draw another copy of the terminal, right? Okay, so we just want to win this hand. We just want to win this hand. This is not looking terrible, but it's not looking great. I think we start cheating no matter what. Like, if we can accept the tile into our hand, we take it. Dora's the 7 of characters, okay? But, like, we have to fight here because we're in last place. We have no other choice, and we are getting served up the most garbage you've ever seen. Hey, I get it. I have done some things wrong in my life. Sometimes I throw dirty things that should be in the recycling into the trash, and this is actually kind of bad because I just don't want to effing clean it, okay? That's just... No one's gonna... No, I don't think I should recycle a pizza box because it has a whole bunch of grease on it. So I just put it in the garbage. I don't know if that's, like, horribly wrong, but if this is your way of getting back at me, you MFers up above, consider that done. Consider my lesson learned. That's not learned at all. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep doing that. There's nothing you can do. Oh my... Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna clean out my pizza boxes. I'm gonna scrape the dirt off with a comb, with my own toothbrush, so that it's clean. I can recycle it. We have to fight here. I know it does not look great. I know it does not look great. And yet, nevertheless, we have to pog. We have to fight. Was this 3 cheatable when it was discarded? And oh my, unbelievable garbage. The thing that we can also hope and pray for is that if someone else sumos a decently sized hand, sucks Left Lord just shy of 30,000 and also keeps them shy of 30,000. We need that as our pair, right? I don't think we take that. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. This is Suji to the Dora. That feels kind of bad. We want to start pawning now. Oh, they call her Riichi. Do we ever play it safe? What are we going to play it safe with? What are we going to play it safe with? This? We're just going to end in 4th, aren't we? Like, look at me. We're just going to end in 4th if we play it safe. So is this one of those... I mean, there's a chance. If they sumo this hand. If Left Lord deals in that the game is not over. But I don't love that. You know what I mean? I mean, this doesn't help us at all. And some 4s are gone. We got to go for it. We're not going to fold with the Southwinds. We need the Southwinds. South by Southwind. Is that anything? I don't know. You can tell me if you got a hearty chuckle from that. Some of these tiles are going to be so difficult to throw away. And we are getting... This is... I mean, this is one of the... Genuinely one of the worst starting hands that we've gotten. 1s and 4s all over the place. What is this? Me on Tinder? I pawn this. Because this is safe because it's Suji. And because it was literally just discarded. Oh, please be enough to win. 7 pairs? Please be enough to kill them? And it rewards a skilled gamer. It rewards a skilled gamer. Oh, what's that? Oh, minus 104. Oh, 84. Oh, couldn't be me. Minus 9. Stomachable. No, I'm not a little sibling. Why would you ask that? Oh, I've got the most annoying energy you've ever heard. Yeah, it's called being alive. It's called having a personality. Get me in that mystery gotcha. Claim. Give me the BGM. Reward my degen behavior. 10 pull. Here we go. Something's got to be guaranteed in here. Oh. Okay, it was garbage. Is this a Genshin Impact simulator? We didn't even get to call Riichi, or we didn't win off of a Riichi hand there. Thanks for bearing with me while I go through this incredibly stressful period in my life. A rare, sincere thing to say in the middle of all that. Okay, I know that the camera has been off. Look, I know you wanted to see me pog up because of the gotcha or whatever. What happened here? You called Riichi. It is a good Riichi. It is a double-sided weight. At the time, no one else was in Tenpai. You're waiting for 3 or 6 to come home from the war. You deal a red 5 and we slurp you up. We slurp you up on a huge hand. I mean, this... you're either scared that they're a good player who understands the game, or they're just lucky. What did you throw here? I would throw the 1, because you're 1 away from... I would throw the 1 here for sure. You're 1 away from pure straight and Tenpai. You know what I mean? You can get there a lot of ways. And this deals in... oh, jeez Louise. Unbelievable. They conned into another Dora as well. There's no defending against that. There's genuinely no defending against that. That's Mahjong, baby. Okay. What do you do here? Well, all your shapes look pretty good. You either throw away the 4-5 or the 7-8 or the 3-4. None of them look good, but I mean, they don't look like they're onto anything scary. You could throw away the 4-5. The 4 has just been discarded. You throw the 7. I mean, the 7-8 is not bad, right? They threw a 9. 9s usually come from 6 7s. What does it deal into? Yeah, they didn't have a half flush at all, but they just had a hand that was waiting to slurp on you. Okay. I tragically deal in here. Ah, okay. Right. Yeah, this is just my mistake, dude. Should have folded with the 2. To stay in Tenpai is one thing, but... oh, I mean, this was discarded right before they called Riichi. Yeah, I should have folded here. Was this also, like, I have to be careful about this in my play. I'm gonna be honest here, arguably wrong to pawn the green dragon because the rest of my hand is not there. Why don't I just wait for the second green dragon? I keep doing this, right? This is something that I want to like shore up in my play because I think it'll help me get better. Sometimes you have to deny yourself the easy Yaku if the rest of your hand is literally just like the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. You know what I mean? Like that's not good. That's not worth it. So I end up dealing in here because of that. Like imagine if I still kept the green dragons here. That would have been discarded, but even then, like I want to see what my hand's shape was like. 4, 5, 6. It's still not great, but it's, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I genuinely read every comment. I don't know if you see me every day. I'm hearting everything. And then people sometimes give a little snarky little murmur, and I'm like, hide user from channel. It's 100% worth it. Look, I'm down horrendous for engagement, but not that bad, okay? I called Riichi here. Okay, at the time of calling Riichi, this player started discarding amazing tiles, and they're going for like a half or a full flush in the circle suit. Probably a full flush the way that they're discarding honors. No, none of that was true. They just have a decent hand. They're not even in Tenpai. What happens here? Oh, they happen to draw into Tenpai. They literally, in the one turn that it took, drew into Tenpai. And look at this. They were too scared to call Riichi. They were too scared to call Riichi. And we deal, oh my god. It was literally the last 3. I don't know. I still think that I should have called Riichi here. There's a 4 that would have come eventually. And a Crosslord's hand is in a terrible position. Might force them to fold. Right Lord is after my own heart, the way they're keeping a green dragon as a safety tile. I don't know. I think that Riichi is genuinely okay. And then a bunch of sumo gaming. You called it closed con. Then you slammed the Riichi button. It was devastating. And then, I mean, I would have slammed the Riichi button here. You deal into someone? All the 4s are gone. How does this deal in? What? Oh, they just had a million pairs, right? On a very small baby hand. Okay. What happens here? This is one of the fastest hands I've ever seen. What would I throw here? Probably the one. Definitely the one. What? Oh, right. Sure, I don't hate this. Half flush? Go for it. Throw the 3. It was like just thrown a while ago. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You don't defend against that. Evangelion 1.7 point million. You do not defend against that. Iron here? Really? They throw a 7. Should I have kept my hand closed? Nah, dude. I think this was an okay decision. If I kept my hand closed for like a little bit longer, I wouldn't have gotten this 7. And you never know if another 7 would have come down the line. I think my decision making is okay there. The rest of our hand is like good enough to where opening our hand is advantageous. I think that's the next thing that I have to focus on. Like, even when your monkey neurons light up, and this is an okay Riichi. It's not a terrible Riichi at all. Even when your monkey neurons light up, you gotta sometimes resist the call of the void. It curls its finger, so what? Tell it to go F off, you're busy. What I have called Riichi here, the only way it hurts is this exact situation where you deal into a 2,000 something point hand where it boots you into last. Why not sit in Damiten here? Genuinely, why not sit in Damiten here? Because the Riichi might have been able to take first place? I don't know. I think it's better to sit pretty here just in case, like, you're not in 4th. Oh, if I was in this situation, would I have slammed the Riichi button? Yeah, dude, I would have slammed the Riichi button. I see those orange pixels. I go, ooga, ooga. Time to press. All right. Yeah, this is just unlucky, I guess. This player got so lucky. 7 pairs, and then they get the tile that they need. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And they don't deal in with the 6 or anything. They were making some really risky throws. For what? You're in 1st place. Throw a terminal or something. I don't know. I mean, this is close to the door, so is this. You didn't have a lot of good stuff. I'm not going to lie to you there. Maybe those were the safest tiles that you had. Maybe the real tiles that we had were the friends we made along the way. Poignant ending. Poignant ending to today's Mahjong epi. All right. That's going to do it for today. Again, thank you for the tremendous amount of support on the channel. Helps out. It means so much. And if you want to help out, you can leave a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a lot. I read all of them. That's right. My mental health is in the gutter. Nah, people are usually pretty nice, so I appreciate that. You can subscribe if you want to see more new videos every day. Even when they might be unhinged, but new videos every day. Sometimes they might be stream bots, but I'm trying not to do that, okay? I'm trying, but life has really tried to throw a lot of curveballs my way recently, and let me tell you something. I'm not good at swinging. Hey, hear about this one? I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. You can find that link in the description. Mondays are Mahjong if you just want to hang out for those. Wednesdays are Variety, and Fridays are Nancy Drew. You can also join us in the Discord. Links down below. It's an incredibly kind community. I hope to say hi to you there. Until next time, please take care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself, okay? All right. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.